Hi everyone, Stepan here. I'm going to play another training game and I'm going to go for d4 again. Just a second. Okay, my opponent played knight f6. I'm gonna go c4 and okay, Budapest. I don't really like playing against the Budapest, to be honest. So I'm going to go for knight f3, which is calmer than bishop f4, trying to hold on to the pawn. Now I could go for a3, b4. I could also play bishop e2, but I'm gonna go for a3. I like this idea of trying to chase the bishop away with b4. Okay, now I think b3, bishop b2 is normal. I just want to develop on the long diagonal. Okay, bishop b2, knight f3, queen f3. Bishop b2, queen f6. Knight e5, knight e5, maybe queen c2. I don't think I'm running into any issues. I could also take on e5 first, and after knight e5, bishop b2, queen f6, I could go queen c2. I just need to decide whether I want him to take on f3 or do I want to take on e5. I think bishop b2 is the more principled way to play, so I'm going to play bishop b2. I don't think I'm running into any issues here. Okay, d6. I don't think d6 is meant to give him d5 in the event of taking. I think he just wants to play bishop g4 or bishop f5. So bishop e2 seems normal. If he plays queen f6, I still go queen c2, and on bishop f5 I can go queen c3. Bishop e2 seems normal. I don't want to waste too much time in the opening, so I'm just going to play it. I like my sort of Queen's Indian defense, bishop on b2. Okay, castles or knight c3 or knight bd2. Knight c3, he may have knight f3, bishop f3, knight e5, and then I could have some pressure on c7 with knight d5. Okay, for now I'm just going to castle. I don't think I'm running into any problems. I don't think he can go queen g5 or queen h4. Oh, after he takes on f3, that is. If queen f6, I still go queen c2. Everything is defended. Now I may even consider knight d4 as an option. So on bishop g4, knight e5, bishop e2, I go knight c6. Okay, so he takes. Now let's see. I just need to develop my last piece. I want to go knight c3 to make sure it's hard for him to develop his queen, because any queen move would run into knight d5. Okay, he wants to take my bishop. I'm not sure I want to allow that. I'm also not sure I want to be wasting time on bishop e2. Okay, knight c3, knight f3, queen f3. If queen f6, I have knight a4. Knight c3, knight f3, queen f3. What can he do? What does he play? My threat is knight e4, queen g3, knight f6, or knight e4, bishop b6, for example, knight f6, bishop f6, with the threat of queen g3, queen g7 mate. So I think I am going to go for knight c3. Let him take if he wants to take. I know that my bishop on f3 is a nice piece, but I want to speed up my development if I can. So queen f6, I can either take or play knight a4. I think taking is fine with knight e4 to follow and taking on f6. And if he does nothing, I'm going knight e4 and knight f6 check. So let's say rook e8, knight e4, bishop b6, knight f6 check. If he goes king h8, then I take the rook, I guess. And if he takes, then bishop takes, tempo on the queen. Queen d7, queen g3. He has queen g4. He has queen g4. He always has queen g4. Still, I think my knight is just as useful as his bishop on c8. b6 for now still loses a rook. I think knight e4, knight f6 is a threat. Equal on the clock. That's good. What does he even play? Maybe bishop a7 or bishop b6 is a good idea. Queen h4. I'm assuming he wants to play bishop g4. So do I just play h3? Or do I go in with knight e4? Knight e4, bishop g4, queen f4. g5, I have queen f6. Knight e4, bishop g4, queen f4. Okay, knight e4, bishop g4. If knight f6 check, then gf6, queen f6 he trades. Knight e4, bishop g4. Queen f4, threatening f3. If knight e4, queen g4, then queen g4, bishop g4, knight c5, dc5 seems okay. Or maybe even knight e4, queen g4, knight f6 check, where he has to take, and then queen f6. How can he defend? I don't think he can, so I'm going to go knight e4. If queen g4, I have knight f6 check. If bishop g4, I'm going queen f4. And on g5, I have queen f6. Can he go f5? No, because I can play knight c5, dc5, and queen d5, winning a pawn. What does he do? I don't see a move for him. If he doesn't have bishop g4 or queen g4, okay, queen g4. Okay, let's have a look at knight f6. Knight f6, gf6, queen f6. How does he defend mate? Knight f6, gf6, queen f6. Threatening mate on h8. Knight f6, gf6, queen f6. How does he defend? He doesn't have bishop d4. He doesn't have h6 or h5. He doesn't have queen g7. Knight f6, gf6, queen f6. Mate on h8 is coming. I'm playing it. I don't see any defense. Yeah, okay. I don't think there's a defense. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Okay. 15 moves. Okay. Okay, b3, okay, takes. Okay, so my idea with knight e4 was correct. Queen h4 was a mistake. Okay. Castles. Knight f3, bishop f3. Knight c3, best move. Here takes. Queen h4. Knight e4. So what was the move here? It's obviously equal. And the engine wants to play rook e8. Okay, yeah, after knight f6 is just over. I don't even see a defense. He needs to give up all of his pieces. Yeah. So he should play rook e8. I think I would have taken on c5. And I would assume I'm slightly better here. But yeah, queen g4 just... I finally saw a tactic immediately. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Not much to analyze here. I'm really happy with this game. Stay tuned for more chess. Bye-bye.